Good morning, everyone, except for the haters. Uh, no, good morning to the haters as well. Hope you're all doing good. I have actually had a pretty miserable night, which is not very nice, but it is what it is. I have finally taken enough ibuprofen and Tylenol to be out of some pain. I did get some antibiotics yesterday. I got some amoxicillin. Can't go to the dentist until the swelling is down. So I have to get the swelling down in order to go to the dentist. Hopefully the antibiotics. I went and got 4 from my mother. She had some amoxicillin from a tooth surgery she had. So I got 4 from her yesterday and got started. Then I picked mine up yesterday afternoon and continued those throughout the night. So I'm hoping by today they start actually killing the infection, which will help the swelling and start killing the pain. Because it's been pretty miserable all night and I've wanted to beat my head into a wall. And you can't really do much of anything when you're in that much pain. So I was glad I got it conquered by the time the stream was supposed to happen. I don't know how long we will go today, but I can promise you it will not be a 2 hour and 45 minute stream. Anyway, now that that's out of the way, good morning, Mr. TC, Mr. Scott, Mr. Drummer, Mr. Ron Crow. Hope y'all are doing well. It'll be all right, Scott, but I appreciate it. So yeah, I thought I would have more in the mailbox yesterday, but evidently I didn't. I did have one thing in the mailbox. I will show that here in a second. In my front pocket, I had the knife Sever gave me. And once again, in my back pocket, I had the Asher. So I was very predictable last night. I did have the same knives as the day before. So there's that. Let's see. Good morning, Pete. I wanted to show what Mr. Durbin, I guess, carried to work last night. And that is his Spartan Harsty. So I decided I would get out my Spartan Harsty because it is a knife that I really enjoy and should take a better look at and carry more because it's super comfortable in my hands. And it's a great knife. I've never carried it. I think I'm going to change that though, because it is a great full-size big boy. I wish it had a deeper carry clip on it, but it is a cool knife nonetheless with perfect action. I like a lot of the design characteristics of this knife. This anode job on it is kind of weird. It's got a gray to a purple. I don't know if y'all can see that purple shining through, but hopefully you can. But kind of different. See the purple. Anyway, thought I would lay that out on the table to look at. And then, of course, you can't go wrong with a Lamia. It's one of my favorite of all time knives. If you haven't held a Lamia, you owe it to yourself to hold one. You have a Hinderer with that same color with the gray to purple. deal going on. You can see the purple pretty good right there. Kind of weird. I like it though. Good morning, Michael. Yeah, the action on this thing is sick. In fact, the action on this thing is a guillotine, and I had to like super tighten the pivot just to get it to even drop slow. It wants to just sling the blade closed. So I tightened the pivot. I overly tightened the pivot. And then this one of the new blade grinds with the new hardware, and it just drops like a guillotine. And this knife is super comfortable. Like I said, if you haven't held one, you should. So, today we're going to be taking out some new drops. I will start with one that I talked about 2 or 3 weeks ago on the stream. That links were shared yesterday of it. It was just released yesterday, but I showed y'all his buddy kind of shows them early before they're released. And I remember talking about on the stream how he had already made a fixed blade version before the company that actually made the knife had made the fixed blade version. So that is the Rosie. I don't think that it is, well, I know for sure by talking earlier to someone that he's not going to make any other handle styles, supposedly. I didn't order one because I don't like the handles. And I didn't look at the stats, but I don't think that it is a XL size, and I think that if it's going to be a fixed blade, it should be the XL size. So it's only 18 centimeters total, so it is definitely not the XL size. But still cool to have a Rosie fixed blade before the... I remember somebody else mentioned about the hole in the blade, even though it was a fixed blade, when I showed it on stream. But yeah, 154 cm for $66. That small of a fixed blade is kind of pricey, a little bit. Not bad though. I wish he would have gone with a better sheath, but that'll work. But like I said, I wish he would make different handle styles, because I don't like, it doesn't even look like it's a solid carbon fiber. It looks like G10 with stick-on carbon fiber on the outside. So I don't know. But the link is in the links channel on the Discord, Scott. Sever posted it yesterday. But the link is really easy. Just grab this first part, copy, paste. There you go, sir. And then we will move over to the drop point. So, this week they went back to the regular setup of doing folding knives first. So I appreciate that. Before we get into that, let me go back and show a couple of pocket checks, or at least one. This is Scott's pocket check for today. CRKT CO, a CRKT Roselle, and an online brand fountain pen. Speaking of pens, yeah, there's a little fixie for you. That looks like you would like that that Rosie fixed blade by the looks of that one. So Yeah, grab you one. Oh yeah, and before I get into that, I forgot to show you what I had in the mailbox yesterday. So I had this box from some brand I've never heard of called Tucson. And I don't like carbon fiber, Michael. And I don't like cheap looking carbon fiber. I would rather it just be G10 than that carbon fiber. And I don't like dark blades, so I don't really like the whole combo. But that's just my opinion. And someone said when they looked at it that it did look like it was not solid carbon fiber. Good morning, Fred the Lug. I was thinking about your name on the way home, Fred, and I wasn't sure if it started out as Fred the Plug, but that would be a good name for you, as Fred the Plug, with all the knives that you have and how you send them off to folks. So instead of Fred the Lug, you should change it to Fred the Plug. But yeah, I had this box in the mailbox of some weird company I've never heard of. Just kidding. And I noticed it was very light, so I was like, what in the heck? And then I remembered I ordered those titanium pins. So I got my first titanium pin from Tucson, and it is very nice. And it has the nice anode that they're known for. Cool pattern on it. The inside little part is actually brighter than the outside. It works great. I do, Fred. It's a great little knife. You want to see it? I'll pull it out here in a second. Well, that didn't sound too good. But yeah, I got my first titanium pin, and it uses gel refills. So you can order packs of 10 or 12 of these on Amazon for like $10, $1 a refill. So that's cool. Pete, yeah, you've seen my Cretace Duke, and I've showed a couple of my Cretace knives on here. Yeah, I'm going to pull it out just any minute now. On pain medication. I'm not even really on real pain medication. I'm on fake pain medication, but I'm not hurting at the moment. Hey, I remember doing that in kindergarten, TC. I spent the night when I was in kindergarten over at the lunch lady's daughter's house, and she had an older sister. And we did that. I don't know, I had on, you remember those old pajama pants when you were a kid that had the little place for your little goober to come out of? And we were rolling a ball in the floor, like sitting, across from each other with our legs, blah, blah. And my little fella popped out, or started to pop out. And her older sister, that was like maybe in second or third grade, was like, hey, I'll show you mine if you show me yours. So we did that when I was in kindergarten. So yeah, started off young. Let me see if I can find my Cretace Duke. I put it up the other day somewhere. Weird, because it was in my good case. But it is no longer in that case. So let me find it really quick for you, Freddie. Uh-oh. Keyboard avalanche. Okay, it's not with the 6 leaves that I put up. Not there. Not there. Not there. Not there. It's not there. Well, we're running out of options. It's not there. Not there. It might be here. Oh, these OTFs and autos. Yep, that's all OTFs and autos. Hold on, Fred. I'm still looking. Okay, that's the Yang. There's all my shipwreck knives. There's all my cheap Amazon knives. Whoops. Maybe it's in here. Nope, not in here either. There's my concept bag. I'm still looking. I got 2 more cases to go through, and then we're gonna have to go through the nice cases. All right, Duke of Earl. I don't see it anywhere, so it's got to be in one of the cases over here that I didn't think it would be in and didn't want to go through. All right, I'm back at least. So where did I put it? If it's not in the cases that I thought it was in. I'm going through now. I'm going one by one until I find this thing. It's the one, Pete, it's the one that was laying on my table a few weeks ago and Sever wanted to buy. And I told him it wasn't for sale. And then he got mad at me and cried and hated me. No, that's not true. That's totally a lie. But yeah, it's that knife. It's kind of a smaller knife and it's very, very, very comfortable. And it's got a really cool little blade shape. You'll remember it when I find it. Speak of the devil, he just walked in. Morning, TC. I mean, good morning, Sever 7. TC's been here. I don't know why I said that. It's kind of wild. It's got to be in, but evidently not. Now I'm looking in my Tucson box, and I think it's full of Tucsons now. So I don't know where I put it. Sever, we're looking for the Cretace Duke. I posted a link to it not long ago for Sever. Let me see if I can find that. You can still buy them, Fred. Here's the so-called knife in question. Nope, that's not it. But that is a Cretace knife. Cretace Duke. So there it is right there. Pete, there's the little knife. Now you remember it. There you go. I will still find it, I promise you. But that's the little knife. And the link for that, Mr. Fred, is right here. Coming at you. Yeah, he wanted to buy it that day. It was laying on the table, and I was looking all around for it, and he was like, "Isn't it on the table?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm an idiot. It is on the table. But it's not on the table anymore." And I don't know what I did with it. It's kind of weird. I feel like I just looked through everything. The only other place it can be is my Kaiser and Kubi box. Unless I bet I put it in my nice knife box because I had a bunch of empty spots because I moved a bunch of knives out to sell. So I bet it is in my nice case, even though it's not one of my nicer knives. Yeah, because there's another one in here that definitely doesn't belong. A couple, actually. So it's going to be in here. Give me just a second to file through them and I'll find it. There it is. I just remembered what I did with it, so there it is. There you go, Fred. It's a smaller knife. Super cool knife, though. Let me, So there she blows. You can buy it for $5 less with the regular clip, and that's what I did because I'm going to lightning anno my clip. But super cool, comfortable knife. Even though it's a smaller knife, it's about a 3.5 finger knife for me. It would probably fit you perfect, but it's got a very nice gradual finger choil up here. I'm not scared of at all. You can get right on the metal of it and get very comfortable. Super cool little blade shape. Super cool little knife. Very, very nice action. The front flipper's easy. Thumb studs are good. Reverse flip is good. Yeah. What you need to do is get somebody to mirror polish the blade for you and just polish that thing right off of there. It is N690 blade steel. It does have weight reduction milling out of the inside of the. And I've got one other Cretace knife that I like. I didn't just see it. I don't think I just saw it when I was going through my stuff either, but I should have. Because it's definitely in here somewhere. It is red. It has their logo on it as well. Still looking. Hold on. Yeah, no, that's the QSP. I probably didn't have my eyes set to look for it when I was looking through these a minute ago, and that's why I didn't see it, but it probably is in one of these. These bags right over here, hold on. Yes, here it is. So here's the other Cretace that I have. And it's a pretty cool little knife too. It's kind of like a Sabenza copy, if I remember right, yeah. So this is another Cretace that I have. Next to a Lamia, it's a little smaller than the Lamia and smaller than a Transit. But this is another one of theirs that I really like. It's got a cool pattern. There's their logo on it. I think this one was under $30. It's got great action too. Great centering. Like I said, it's like a Sabenza. Yeah, Fred, that would be a good one to practice on. I'll tell you what other good ones would be to practice on is I don't know if you have any clones or are totally against the clone thing, but some cheaper titanium clones would be good to practice on because they're about the cheapest you can find. Real titanium. Yeah, it's real. It's not very thick, but it's real. It's thin little pieces. Those are the only two Cretace knives that I've got. Is that what you do, TC? Yeah, like pretty sure if we go to the OK site, let's see. OK Knives. Titanium. Sort by price, low to high. You can get a full size well, you can get a tenacious, hold on. If you don't care what size it is, you can get that shark cub to practice on for $34. That's a lot of titanium. Pair of 3, $48. ZT, $46. Osborne, $45. You can get a lightning pattern PM2 and sand it down. Or you can get the tenacious for $36. Oh yeah, Fred, I got Lamifshi to send me a new pivot for it. I didn't know that was yours. All right, we got sidetracked, but we are back. So, first one on the list today is Great Eastern Cutlery and Cooper Cutlery, multiple models. They dropped today in 2 hours and 30 minutes. Looks like the Beaver Falls, the Blade Trooper, the Barlow, the Northfield, the Campfire Whittler, Rosecraft. Looks like it's going to have Denim Micarta Otter Creek Barlow. Well, that's a pretty cool looking knife. Finch Widowmaker. 2 weeks from now. Let's see. Winnie Sweeney and the Barlow Stag. It's coming soon. I love those pop-ups. They're my favorite thing. So a bunch of little slip joints. Can't find one that I like. Kind of like that one with the jigged bone handle. Weed and Company. Alrighty then. I guess I like this brown one too. I don't know what happened to that page, but half them. Maybe this one's alright too. Bourbon Bone Jack. Does it have the price that these are going to be? Don't see the prices yet, so. Alright. Then we got the Downdraft from Tempest. Wow. That's a heck of a good price. Comes out tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon here. Let's check out this Disco Storm edition or the Synthwave edition. Looks like these drop tomorrow from Tempest. 154 cm blade steel. Of course, I would get the plain Jane version. See what she looks like closed. Pretty nice looking knife. I like the fuller all the way goes out, so you can reverse flick on the fuller easy. I might have to try to grab one of those tomorrow. I'm going to bookmark that. Oh, you're letting Ed keep that knife? Sorry, I didn't Well, no wonder he's buying a $10 pivot. No, I'm just joking. That's what Lemifshy charged me to send me the pivot. He said he would send it for free, but I'd have to pay the shipping and the tariff fee. So he charged me $10 for a pivot set. Not too bad, I guess. I really like that knife. All right. Next, we have the dark mode downdraft, which is the same thing, but a BladeBinge exclusive. That just reminded me about BladeBinge. So I bought a knife a couple of weeks ago from a guy, and he never shipped it. So I contacted BladeBinge, and they said they would give him 1 or 2 days to respond. And I've not heard back from him. I totally forgot about that. Yep, and he still hasn't shipped it. Still waiting carrier scan. So I need to reply to that email today. Because I totally forgot that BladeBinge kind of dropped the ball too. They said they'd give him 1 or 2 days, but I haven't heard back from him, and that's been 3 or 4 days ago. I think I'm going to put together a little video about that. But anyway, there's the exclusive dark mode 1 day and 3 hours from now. Cool knife. The Axial Shift in Nebula. Let's see, what does it say? In Mars Valley. Coming soon. When are they coming? Tomorrow also, same time. I've heard good things about the Axial OTF. So yeah, it's pretty crappy that a guy sold me a knife and then never shipped it on BladeBinge, huh? It was a Knife Nuts Edition Progeny, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, so that was kind of weird. Let me see if I can send the link over and show you all the knife I paid for and bought, but never got. So, if you know anything about BladeBinge, you know that they, after a knife is sold, it's still on their website officially, but not really. So it's still there. So I bought this knife, and the guy never shipped it. I bought it on a Friday. He said he would ship it the next day or Sunday, which was kind of weird. Oh, and that's not the right link, which kind of sucks. Let me see if I can get the link. Copy link address. Let's see if this works. Yes, this link should work this time. There it goes. Now back to the browser. So I bought this knife, which was from the Knife Nuts podcast. It's the first knife they released in M390, hand numbered 8 of 30. And I never got it. It doesn't look like I'm going to get it. I was kind of looking forward to it. I liked the way it looked. With that hand satin blade and M390. So yeah, that kind of sucks. Alright. Next we have the PM Mac 2. There's the Dixon. When is it coming out? There's some new versions of it. I love that knife. That's a nice knife. Yes, sir, Michael. That was on BladeBinge. I bought it for $150. He wanted he had it listed for $180 or something. I offered him $150, and then I paid him, and then he never shipped it. So yeah. The guy didn't send it. It's not, BladeBinge doesn't have them. But they're going to refund my money, I'm sure. But he should have got back to me. He said we're going to give him 1 or 2 days to respond, and evidently they haven't. He hasn't responded because it's still saying awaiting carrier scan. So he just made a label for it and never dropped it off. Then we got these are out of stock. We saw these. Next drop today. Is that what it says on here? Yeah, 5.9. So some more of the speed hole versions dropped today. All right, now these are already live. This is the Tyrant Ultra. They're a little utility knife. I like Exceed designs. That looks like a pricey little fellow though. Nice micro milling on the all of it actually, except for the frame. I hate when they have see if it comes. You can get custom back spacers. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. 28 plus blade options. Yeah, no wonder it's a little pricey. So you can add all those different blades on it. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I love my Ver Sever. Such a cool little knife. The milling on it is exceptional too. Super cool little knife. This one has skiffs in it and the micro milling. And I showed y'all the best box presentation in the game with all the little parts laid out. Super cool knife. Let's see, where were we? Steve Ryan, Karambit. Knives Are Life would like that one. That's pretty deadly looking. Pro Tech Gridlock Mordax. gridlock handle. Good old nice blurry pictures. Gotta love that. Alrighty. Tactile 16-bit Bexar. Cerakote. Cool colorway. Let's see. The Oligarch Auto is also. I like the way that one looks. Bet that'd be pretty comfortable. Oh, are you played with that Protect, the Mordax? What about this one? Did you feel this one, Fred? The Sinkovich? Or were you talking about this? Whoops, I've got one of those. You talking about that one? Yeah, like I said, I still need to do something and carry this one. It's got a great feel to it too, though. Very comfortable. TR3 integrity with the dragon scales. Yeah, I love Sinkovich too, TC. Yeah, see, I got mine for $170 instead of $270. That was a heck of a deal, brand new. All right, Urban EDC, Urban Finback. We've seen that one multiple times now. Doesn't mean I don't like it. We got the Olamic table again. See what they got this week. Some beautiful knives. I like that one. I guess. See what other styles would be my style. I mean, I guess one of those two, maybe. Like that one. If I had to go with something flashy. I don't like any of these ones with the holes in them. I guess I like that one, that Wayfarer. They make some crazy pretty knives. Let's see. That's a good deal on that one. $745. Super cool knife. Good morning, folks. That backspacer's cool too. Yeah, that's a great price on that knife. $745 down from $845. All right, Valentini Garage Works. We saw that one last week. Super cool. Mini Prodigy Lefty. I'm not a lefty. Oh wow, Sever. Look at that knife. Morning, Dwayne Letterman. Yeah, that looks a lot like yours, Sever. It's a lefty, but let's see if he's got a regular Prodigy. Yeah, right here. I don't like that anode job. We did the... Yeah, he's in Tennessee also, so I've got to support him. And Fred's got one from him. I believe he's got, let me see if my memory serves me correctly. He's got a, it's not an Unto, but it's, maybe it is an Unto. I thought it was something else. But it might be an Unto. Maybe it's a, yeah. Yeah, I think it might have been an Unto. Unbow. Was yours an Unbow? Or yeah, Unbow. Yeah, I got it right. Good. Yeah, the Hobbit is a little. It's littler though, but it is cool. The milling on his blades is crazy. Yep, y'all go pick up. Made right here in West Tennessee in my shop. So y'all go. I got to support my fellow Tennesseans. So, all right, BQ we've seen. Freelancer XL. I think we saw it last week, but yeah, we did. We got the Montana Knife Company, the Rocker. That's a cool knife. Is it Magna Cut? I'm guessing. Yep, Magna Cut. 3 1/8 inch blade. RMJ Tactical Jungle Combat. We saw that one too. Well, maybe we didn't. That's a heck of a buoy. Vietnam style buoy. 12 inches overall, 7-inch blade. Black Cerakote on the blade. Black G10. Nitro V. 13.5 ounces. So yeah, that's a nice looking knife too. What's the price on it? $425. Oh, the pocket check. Yeah, beautiful knife. Super cool. Michael showing off his Kunwu. TC with his purple knife. That's a pretty knife. That's a real pretty knife. That's the QSP logo, right? Or is that Trivisa? I think it's the QSP. What does that say? We got Pete's carry. No, yeah, that is that's the QSP logo. Like putting in some work on the top knife there, Pete. Good job. Yeah, that milling is sweet. That whole blade shape, everything about that knife is sweet. I want to say it's the Trivisa logo, but it's not Trivisa. I swear I've got a knife with that logo. You're wanting to know what it is, TC? I believe I could probably tell you, maybe. Yeah, it's a.
Hey, if you want to get rid of your beer belly in time for summer, check this out.
I like to do a lot of cardio.
Hold on.
Hi, welcome to Chris's Tips, Tricks, and Things, the show where I talk about things that maybe you'll find interesting or helpful. Today, I want to share with you one of my favorite tools of all time. You may never have heard of it.
Hold on. I got you covered, TC. It is a that's not it either, but here's the logo. Hold on. I'm having luck. Let me find a little bit better picture. me send this link over to the Discord. Alright, so here's the brand. Where we at? Discord. Links. Oops. Hold on. Messed up. Go to the browser. Uh-oh. So there's the logo. And it says it is, see what it is. Go to some random Russian link. That's always great. Oh, it's an AliExpress link that's gone. And here's some Russian message board where it was for sale. There was a purple one in the picture that he posted. And it had a name next to it too. Oh well. Thought I could help you out, but I can't. Shoes is. Shoes in knife. There we go. There's the logo. There's the knife. It's called the Zun 122 TC from Shoes Is. There you go. Oh, you beat me. Dang it. I found it right after you, huh? Zun 122, AliExpress. Here's a link to it. And it's gone. Here's another link to it, and it's gone. Big purple. Wow, that thing is big, huh? 1 year ago. That thing's huge. Who else is a Shoes Is fan? It's 12 ounces. Here it is again. All right, that one's gone. They're all gone. Beast Alert. Pre-owned knives. They got a folding bread knife on Amazon. Oh, here it is on that weird Chinese website. It's like eBay. Towel bowl. I don't see it. Yeah, if y'all don't know about that website, you need to check it out sometime too. What a wild looking knife though. Alright, we got distracted. RMJ Tactical, Jungle Combat, we're there. Bald Man, Serpico. Yeah, I like a lot of Bald Man stuff. Great prices on his stuff. $215 for that knife. He's got the terrible pictures though. Let's see. Where they're cut off. Yep, I don't see it any better than that. Although it looked better back here. Try to inspect that and see if I can get that picture. There we go. A little bit better. We can see the whole thing at least. $215 though, you can't beat it. Alright, Walker knife, the Tripper. It's a cool little knife too. Huh, you can get different color sheaths. Pretty wild. Atari. Teal Topo. Pretty cool. Pretty cool little knife. The Guardian. TCal, got the Night Stalker. TCal's another one I gotta check out soon too. There you go. Purple and black. Gotta love that one. Warlander. Yeah, he's the one. I like the blade shape on that. It's the Scotter, not the Scooter. Blue curly maple. Huh. That's pretty nice too. I like the blade grind. What's the price on that thing? $360. Yeah, I like that little knife right there. Frago we've seen. Let's see what this Meerkat is. I really like his knives too. Balletta, handmade from the UK. His fit and finish is nice. So is his leather. His price isn't too bad. That's a cool little knife too. Your birthday's in 5 days? Nice. Here's Valentini Garage Works again. Pretty wild. And then let's see, the Ruark Hunter. I think we saw that one. Yeah, I like his knives. And then the Micro Trout Magna Cut. I believe we saw that one too. Pre-orders, book stance. I mean, book spots. What did I say that for? Reaper, arrows, Toko. We saw all those. The Pictus, Overfall, Small Explorer, Hobbit, Slim, Mini Reaper, Bowie. Yeah, we saw all those. All right, we made it through. My tooth made it through, which is pretty awesome. I don't think I can make it much longer, though. It's starting to hurt again. I think I'm wanting to take some more ibuprofen and try to get a nap and hopefully wake up and feel better. So I think today's going to be a rather short episode because of my tooth. I'm in quite a bit of pain, Starting to build up by the minute. Put these knives back where they go. Ugh. This, Fred, if you're still around, this is a great size knife to practice anodizing on. I did a green ano on this one. This is a full size AD20 with great action. I did a nice high voltage green on it. But it's got a lot of titanium to practice on. So that would be a good one to practice ano. Thank you, folks. I've got some antibiotics now. Yeah, I know it's too big, but for practicing, it gives you a lot of surface area. You can do some fades and practice fades and whatever. Sever, if you want to try to get together for a few minutes and go over right after I get off the video, we can. I don't mind. I got this out because I wanted to compare it with my new one, and hopefully my new one will show up today or tomorrow. But I saw you say something earlier about this knife, and yeah, these are great. These SMKE. I mean, the balance is perfect on it. The action on them is perfect. Great little knife. And this thing is still great. I want to carry it again. I think he was talking about me doing that, maybe Fred, but I could be mistaken. I'll definitely do that on a video soon though, Sever. Maybe tomorrow or something. Go through a brand, pick a brand and go through them. Yeah, I can do that. I don't mind doing that at all. I'm gonna keep this out today and probably carry it. And this one's getting better every time I use it. Fred, that'd be awesome. I promise I won't miss this Sunday night. I overslept last time and in the Discord, so we can do some stuff in the Discord. Maybe I can record it so we'll have a recording of it. And then we can other people can watch it. Heck yeah, I want to see Fred's collection. I told him I wanted to have him back on when he first came on to look at more of his knives. I think I'm going to carry those two today. I got to find a home for that Tucson in the Tucson box. For a few days until I carry it again. It reminds me a lot of that that one I love with the milling. This one, it reminds me of this one a little bit. They both have that awesome milling. This one has multiple patterns. And that harpoon on the blade. So those are pretty close to the same size. The pivot's kind of the same, and the milling, there's more milling on this one, but same kind of milling a little bit. I don't have any slots in here. I forgot about that one my sister gave me not long ago. Oh, that's fine, Fred. I won't record it. We can do it just on Discord so it disappears afterwards. It probably wouldn't record right anyway with the audio probably wouldn't sync up right. I think I'm going to pull this one out of the Tucson box in order for this one to go in. Because it's my Carta. No, I can't pull out. I'm out of space in my Tucson box. The Miguron's going to have to come out. It's going to be all Tucsons pretty soon. Well, that knife will just have to stay out for now. So I'll figure out somewhere to put my Migurons. Man, I apologize for going short today, guys, but I'm in pain. I gotta figure out how to carry this pen too, like where I could put it. I put it in my left pocket by my phone earlier, but I want to start carrying that. I want to figure out how to carry this pen, because I won't ever loan it out to anybody, so I won't lose it, I don't think. It writes really good. It's like I said, it's one of those gel. So it's got a really fine fine point to it. Like, it writes good, very fine. Yeah, it's got very good thin lines, the gel pen insert, and it writes really good. Okay, Sever, we can do that. I'm not going to argue with you for sure. I think last time you said you still couldn't get the chat up, and I think you're still starting it from YouTube instead of starting it from OBS, but we'll get it figured out. This swelling should go down within the next day or so, so hopefully I won't be in pain for much longer. I just got to get some antibiotics in me. Get that swelling down. Yep, these two are going in my pocket. Carry that today, and this in the back pocket. I should get my duck any day now. I should have already had it. I ordered it same day a lot of these people that already got theirs. But, you know, customs. Well, we've almost made it to an hour and a half. What can we look at for another 8 minutes? I know what we could look at. We could just scroll on my... We could scroll on Reddit for a few minutes and see what kind of knife posts we got. There's Northeast EDC's carry today. There's a Blade Show Shark. Pretty crazy looking knife. There's a Noble Custom. Beautiful knife. There's a Donk. There's some beautiful knives in the public restroom sink. I love Holt. Check out the knife you modded yesterday under Knife Picks. Oh, you did an ultimatum. Got the logo off of it. Yeah, you just got to keep on sanding. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Mister, I just always find when I start doing something like that, I become reliant on it, and you have to keep applying it, keep doing it, and if you don't do it, it makes it worse. I appreciate the thought, though. I'm just going to bear it and hope the swelling goes down soon with the antibiotics. Yeah, when you get lines in that, you got to go backwards to wherever the lines are. That's the only part that sucks, TC. Like, you got to go back down to lower grits and work your way all the way back up till you get those scratches out. I fought with one forever one day. It was a pain in the butt. Yeah, that's a clone. That's a clone American Ultimatum. Fred. They sell those the antibiotics should work. I usually have good results with amoxicillin. And the antibiotics aren't a topical relief. Like when I use clove or Oragel or like toothpaste thing like that, that's what I'm talking about. Once it wears off, it seems to get worse. Antibiotics don't really help. They're not like a topical. They're just a pill you swallow that gets rid of the infection. So that's kind of a different deal, but yeah, Fred, there's all kinds of those knives on AliExpress, the Ultimatum. There's all kinds of versions. Let me go see if I can find you a few. I know that you can't call them ultimatums. I can't think of the store name I'm wanting to find right now. But it's one of these stores that carries this too. Not this guy, but let's see. Yeah, that's not the store. Definitely not the store I was looking for. I had a bunch of them linked. We looked at a bunch of them the other day. I think this guy's store. Let's see. Yeah, the Jangzi. This store might have them right here. Let's see. Nope. It was it wasn't Do More. It was which store was it? And it might have been VG10 that I typed in to find them. They're all over the place on AliExpress. Of course, there they are. There's the gray one. I'll send a link to this one. Now we should be able to find more of them down here below it. Possibly. Oh, find similar. That's definitely one of them. They have some different versions. Oh, Old Man Lee. Oh, I got it. Old Lee sword. Here it is. This guy has them. This is the store. I just remembered. So he's got the one with the skulls and the Damascus blade. Old Lee Swordsman store is the one that has a bunch of them. Or at least, see, there's the other version with the solid blade. And there's the I swear he had more than just these. Hold on. Maybe those were the ones he had. Was the skull one and the... Whoops. I don't know how that happened. How we lost his store. Yeah, I think he just has these plain ones. Find similar. Here we go. Oh well. At least I found a couple of them. I'll link this one too in case you want to check it out. Man, I'm starting to hurt now. All right, we made the hour and a half, guys. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. See y'all tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be feeling better. Hope y'all have a great Friday. Don't party too hard tonight. Sever, if I wake up this evening before work and feel good, I'll hit you up somehow, text or something. You should be getting your knife tomorrow, probably, if not today. Waylon should be getting his today. So anyway, guys, y'all have a great day. I'm going to try to get rid of this pain and go get some sleep. And we will see